What the hell is that? Oh my god. I'm just mad. Oh my goodness. This is really unbelievable.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Take It to the Max show with Grandmaster Max Dlugy. I'm here for you, and I'm going to be playing 5 minute pool and hoping to do as well as I did last week, which was ridiculously good. I scored 7-0 against Grandmasters, and here's one of them immediately coming at me, Lufus. Um, so we'll see what happens there. As okay, we have e4 from Lufus. He's usually a d4 player, but here we go. And okay, this is what Jan Nepomniachtchi played against me recently, but actually he didn't even manage to draw that game. So let's hope if we can do as well against I did against Jan, who's number 4 in the world, in Blitz and Rapid. And okay, I'm willing to exchange some light scored bishops here. There's no shame in that. Now the question is, should I take with the queen or the knight? Good question. Let's see. I guess I'll take with a knight because I don't want to get. Okay, now just g6, bishop g7, castles. Those are my next 3 moves. I don't really care what white does. Well, I do care. I'm actually going to take that one because that's obviously. Okay, now bishop g7. Okay, now if white wants to castle queen side, I guess I'll always have queen a5, which is a nice move. So I'm going to castle this way. Okay, well that's fine. Now my queen gets out of the ballpark. And okay, I'm threatening some good stuff. Okay, good. And now, okay, why should I be mindful of this position? Now I could play knight d5, but why? Why bother? Knight e5 to play knight g4 is one idea, and just positioning the rooks on knight squares is another one. Tough. Okay, to make knight d5 a little stronger, I need maybe knight b6, but I don't like to play knight. So sometimes knight b3 is going to happen. Should I play rook c8 and threaten to actually capture there? Good question, huh? All right, I'm going to play rook c8. I don't really understand what white wants to do, so I'm just going to put some rooks into some reasonable positions and see what happens. One idea, I guess, if knight b3, queen e5, bishop takes a7, I trade on e2 and grab the c pawn. That's one kind of tactical justification for my move, you could say. Otherwise, sometimes maybe rook c3 would be a cool thing to do. But generally, okay, so this is that line. Okay, now I could play a6, I suppose. Could also take on f5. I'm not really certain why I would not take on f5, since that would help me with knight g4 at some point. Queen f3, knight e4. It's a little dangerous, but I'll take it. I'm definitely not worried about bishop a7 here, because that ending should be good for me. May even play knight g4. Although I don't think so. I'll just take the queen and play e6. Queen e3, knight g4, bishop f4. Okay, now I can play knight e4. That's really cool. What if I play e6? If I play e6 here? Is that too dangerous? Oh, did I blunder? Is that a horrible blunder already? Oh my god, my queen is trapped. Shoot, my queen is trapped. All right, well, time to give away something. I was planning to do that anyway, right? See how the rook helps sometimes. And queen d5. Okay, maybe not the best that I could have done, but I think I have plenty of compensation for the exchange. Even if I get to trade on d3, I don't think it's so bad, because I have such a beautiful pawn structure on the king side that I don't think it's going to be easy for white to make use of that extra exchange. But let's see. On c4, maybe I can take and just play the position, or maybe just queen c6. Also a possibility. Still think c4 is the best move for white. c4, let's see, queen d3, cd, there it is. Okay, well, yeah, I guess white's going to be a little better if I do that. And if I don't do that, that's the question, of course. I don't think I'm going to take. I think it's too nice for white. If I take that, of course, I'm giving some. Okay, queen c5, and then bishop e3, knight g4. No, so maybe immediately queen c8. Okay, now I can put my knight on c5 and e4. Yeah, let's do it. Knight c5, knight e4 somehow. See where the queen leaves, where the queen goes to. The c pawn is a weak pawn, so I don't mind losing my a pawn for the c pawn, I think. Okay, what does white want to do? It can't take both. So here I go. Okay, now I can check on c7. That's on c5 there, or I can take. I should probably check on c5. That looks like a reasonable position, but that's weak. Those two weak c pawns. So and now knight d7, I think. And I'm holding it together with white's weaknesses. Probably rook a8 here to defend the a pawn before the knight moves. Yeah, the knight moved, but now it's defended. So now if knight e5, who's going to protect all the goodies? Okay, now I can play bishop f8, rook b7, rook g8. Otherwise, I can take on d6 and c4. I can play knight b6 and c4. Okay, interesting position. Just to be careful. Have to be careful here. Rook g8, I guess I could play. And then on knight b5, just back. He did this immediately. Okay, I guess he wants to get rid of the rook. Should I get rid of it? Okay, let's say rook c8, rook d8, rook c7, knight d6, king f8, or knight c4, rook d8, take. No, I'm gonna get rid of that guy. I'm leaving. Shoot. It's not good, but okay. It's not that bad either. Just have no time. That's the problem. No time. Okay. Let's run for it. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is really bad. This is really bad. No time. Oh, no time. No time. 16 seconds, not enough to survive a position like this. Okay. I resign. I resign. Okay. Very good, Lufus. You got me there. What was happening and why did I blunder? Well, it wasn't a blunder, really. It was just a misunderstanding. I think I'm fine here. Really, I do, but somehow I managed to screw it up, which is a shame. Anyway, okay, my friend Alex Fishburne is here to handle my London. By the way, if you noticed today, Vladimir Kramnik was playing a match with Hui Fan and rapid chess. And amazingly enough, Hui Fan only scored half out of 4, and 2 of those losses, out of those 3 losses that she suffered, were as black in the London system. So you can clearly see how not so easy this is for black to defend in this opening. All right, I'm gonna just continue playing this way. And okay, what should I do here really? The king b1. That kind of defense starts knight d5 ideas. Okay, can I play knight d5? No, I can't. So what should I play? Should I play just knight f3, knight d4? Yes. I mean, if black plays e5, probably I can take on d5 now. And c4. No, still no. Oh, I see. Then I'm going to have to sacrifice all the way through. That's not a good idea. All right, so let's attack this knight. It's a bit in my way. Well, obviously I can't repeat my performance of last week, but at least I can try to survive some of these games, right? Yeah, that was a shame. I thought it was too long in some key moments. And when I got to the really tough position, didn't have enough time to deal with it. All right, well, I saw that, obviously. I thought I saw that. And now knight g5, I guess. I want to take on e4. On f5, I'm going to play some like queen d6. Okay, how does that work? I'm not seeing how that works. I'm just taking. That's just a pawn that I took. I can say thank you if you want me to, but I do not understand why there's compensation for black here, and I guess there isn't really. Okay, rook d6. Knight c5. Yeah? Let's just come in here. This got to be good. This has got to be good. The knight's coming to c5, the rook's coming to d1. I think this game is over pretty much. Also, I can take on c6. Why can't I take on c6 on bishop f5? Right? Take on c6. Enjoy the rest of these pawns here. So yeah, clearly black is in trouble here. Big trouble. I don't know. I was expecting f5 or bishop f5 just to protect that pawn. I don't think it was that clear. All right, sure. Sure. Let's grab that guy. And what? Knight c5. Okay. Black wants to defend with rook b6. I can play knight d7 at that point, and that cannot be bad. I can also play a4. a4, a5, no. Rook b5, take. That's a clear. What? That's a pawn. Oh, rook c4, but then knight e6. And so that's a whole pawn. Rook d8 you want to play. Rook d8 you want to play. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this pawn because that's just too delicious. It's just too delicious not to take. Now I was thinking about e4, and then that's a good position, right? Because at bishop e4, I can take the rook on d8 after the knight fork and protect my rook on c6. That's pretty good. My position is getting better, I believe. Better and better. Okay. Alex is thinking for a long time. I thought of that move, but king c1 is one idea. Now, of course, on bishop c8, there's... How does that work exactly? Okay, check. Oh, I see. You want to take some more pawns, so you're thinking... Okay, so I'm going to take this one. And then I'm going to take the f1. I mean, this has got to be completely hopeless for black. Yes, it is. Okay, so my opponent resigned. Now, what happened that was wrong? I think this position is fine for black that we had. I was expecting, I don't know, f5 or something. Bishop f5, right? Let's say bishop f5. I was going to play queen d6, threatening all kind of thing to the queen, and takes. And then I thought I could play h6 to kick my knight back, and then like rook c8. Yes, black's pawns are weak, but so are mine. So, okay, I take the d file, and of course I can try to remaneuver my knight. Some like this, knight here, king here, and okay, I think it's close to equality. I mean, I kind of prefer white a little bit here, but maybe I shouldn't, because black wants to play bishop e6, bishop d5, and that's going to be very traumatic for my rook. Probably have to play like c4. I'm not even sure about that. So to get to this position, of course, okay, I had to kind of contemplate this move maybe. Queen d5, knight c3 takes, queen c3, and this, and then queen takes queen. That was maybe the way I should have played this. Queen takes d5, because if black took here, and then I move my rook away, and again I already sniped the pawn out of this. Knight f2, rook e1, or rook f1, maybe rook e1 simply, hitting this pawn, threatening bishop takes knight, and bishop and rook takes pawn. So maybe this was okay, bishop b5, but this was not a good move. I think queen d5 was even stronger than the move I played. All right, I'm 1-on-1 against GMs pretty much, and all right, we're in our coming into our third game here. Yeah, this was maybe not the good way to play this opening. What did I do wrong, actually? I didn't like my pawn takes pawn, e3. Maybe I should have taken immediately, right? Why didn't I take immediately? Because now on queen a5, knight d5, queen a2. How's this working? Queen c3. If queen check, then king d2. Okay. Oh, I get a bit of a rest, hopefully, against Cloud Dragon. 21-28. Not too scary from the... Oh my god, this is scary already. Okay, this I like. I like the doubling of the pawns, because my big idea here is d5. Okay, this is what? This is what? This is black really asking for it? How's this going to work? Knight c3, queen b2, knight b5. I'm doing it. I'm definitely doing it. I'm definitely doing it. This looks very, very scary for black. I don't know. Okay, now d5. For sure. That's basically the quintessential idea for white. If black doubles those d pawns, just put the pawn on d5. You're going to feel good every time. Like I do now. Not because I'm sipping tea, but actually because I have a pawn on d5. Two different ideas here. I'm a big tea drinker, but a pawn on d5 makes me even happier. Against two double pawns on d7 and d6, of course. Dun, dun, dun. Move 6, black's in trouble already. That's how it works if you're not playing carefully. Yeah, queen b2, knight a, queen b2. I can just play knight g2, by the way. But I could also play knight b5, and that's very, very dangerous for black. The reason is that, oh shoot, what is that? All right, let's see. Rook c1. Black 2. King e7. I don't understand what black does. On knight a2, I have rook b1 winning. I don't know, maybe there's a better move. But I'm going with rook c1. And the pieces are very, very badly placed for black. It's not a joke. You can put pieces in active positions, but if you can't sustain that initiative, you're going down. Of course, knight c7 is a big threat now. But pawn takes pawn and queen takes pawn check, if the king moves, for example, are equally strong. King d8, knight takes d6, adding more stuff. Scary stuff. Black. Of course, I'm also thinking about playing a3 simply, and on knight a2, rook b1, putting black into some sort of oblivion here. And it looked very dangerous for a second, but once I defend, so just giving up the rook on a8. So because then he wants to take on e4 and have some sort of counterplay, right? And if I play e3, it's going to play knight a6, protecting the rook and leaving me to take the d6 pawn and enjoy that, or whatever that may be. Whether or not that's excellent or not, I don't know. Looks good, but I want the most out of this position. Let's see. c3, knight e4. That threatens mate. Okay, so I better go a3. I guess that's a pretty good move, knight f6, considering. how hopeless it looked. Okay. So now I'm going to grab this pawn. And now, what should I do? This is a big question. Just go knight b5, knight e4, d6, and just develop. Wow. Knight b5. All right, I'm going to do that. I really need to cover the c3 square. That's a bit unfortunate, but I have to do it. Material is even for now, but black can take a pawn. Then I'll play d6 and rook b1, or rook b1 immediately. Queen e5. No, then I have to play d6 first and then rook b1. Interesting. Maybe it wasn't so obviously. Maybe it wasn't so obviously bad for black. Who knows? Complicated stuff. Anyway, that's where I'm going. Black's queen side is completely undeveloped, and that's going to be big counterplay and compensation. Should I even play queen f3? Maybe just. So I don't allow knight c3. I like my knight there. Queen f3. No, then knight e5, queen e5. All right. Yeah, let's get this guys off. Let's get this guys off. I really don't mind either move by black, queen a3 or else. Okay, or descending for that matter. Okay. Okay, now it's time to figure something out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Pretty cool the way black's been playing. Very good. Yeah, my opponent's very good. He's been playing extremely well. And now he's sacked some stuff. He's playing extremely well. Okay, that's one for me. That's one for the boys. Oh boy. How did that come back? How did that come back that I'm now a queen up? It's crazy, huh? How does that happen, these things? I don't understand. I do not understand how that happens, but it's checkmate. Oh, was that tough or what? I mean, seriously, that was so tough. I can't even comment on that game. So we're on to the next one. This guy outplayed me. He had me, and then rushing to finish me off. He he missed a beat. He missed a beat. Okay, wait. This is good, I think. Should I do check or e4? I think e4 is right. Hold on, wait. This is not good for black, is it? Something went wrong. Maybe this is the move. I don't know. Knight c2. It's kind of. Oh, what am I doing? It's check. It's check on f5. Fool. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a blunder. That is a real blunder. It's check on f5. I just assumed 93, but it's just check on f5. Oh my god. Knight takes rook. Is that what I'm supposed to do in such hopeless positions? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. e4, bishop c2. Knight f6. Just moves his queen. This is unbelievable. This is so bad. It's not even funny. Missed it. It's a check on f5. Okay, neither one is just hopeless. So I'm gonna stick with this move. Which is equally hopeless. But at least I'm not resigning yet. Knight b4. I made that move too quickly without realizing that I cannot take on e3 and d1 because it's a check on f5. Now I'm just a solid piece down. Do have a couple of traps. Knight d4, bishop takes d1. But generally speaking, this does not look good at all. Unbelievable. Okay, I can. If I were playing someone weaker, not a grandmaster, I'd probably say there are many ways for white to go wrong. But frankly, I don't see many ways for white to go wrong here. So the only one way is maybe to take a little time here. Maybe take a couple of minutes from now on. And then, yeah, knight d2. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe bishop d6. Just to add a little something to this. Add a little punginess. And also try and play fast, of course, is important when you're losing. You don't want to move slow. You don't want your opponent to think. Queen b1 finally comes up with something nice. Okay. I'm just playing quickly. First moves that come into my head. If it's my move, queen h5, still be bad. Oh, if it's my move, bishop takes knight, I guess. And knight f3, queen h5. That's That's an idea of sorts. Okay, at least I equalize the time. For better or worse. Got my opponent thinking. My piece up opponent thinking. Okay, queen d4. All right, so now I'm going to play something active, right? Queen e5. Okay, queen h5 looks more active because it actually threatens mate in one. That's always nice. Okay, now if I play bishop f3, I'm thinking knight g4, right? And one more move for black. Still not clear what my compensation is. Okay, obviously white wants to do that check. But wait a second, rook e3. I'm putting my rook on e4, trying to grab that knight. And maybe play queen h3 after all. Also, rook h4, maybe. Who knows? Rook h4 is a possibility? No. Queen f5. Okay, maybe now. Rook d4. Okay, now rook d4. Maybe now knight g4. Mm-hmm. Nothing quite works. Might as well just grab that guy and go for mate. And all right, keep coming for mate. That's the key. Just go for mate. That's all I could hope for. She's still gonna kill me with that king. That oh, he's still gonna kill me with that knight queen check, and there it is. Okay, so yeah, not good, not good. Couldn't handle this guy. Couldn't handle this guy. Okay, I'm gonna resign. Yeah, I don't think I had. I don't think I had a solution here. I think it was just too much. Too much blundering. Yeah, it's just pretty hopeless all the way through. I mean, I was thinking of different things like knight g4, knight f3, knight e3, fe, rook c4, rook e3, but you know, I'm just a piece down. Let's see, even yeah, queen d4 even takes, and just queen a7 somewhere. Takes, queen a7, and it's checkmate. Okay, well, tough crowd today, huh? Tough crowd today. Let's see. Here, let's see what's going on here. All right, let's attack this guy as much as we possibly can. as much as we can. We can attack this guy and see what happens. After that last game, I'm going all in. That was really a shame, blundering like that. Kind of getting a bit sidetracked in the opening. Wow. Just going back to the 1920 game, I think, of Teichmann or Spielmann, Rudolf Spielmann, Teichmann Spielmann, something like that. Okay, cool. Bishop d7. I suppose just queen d2. Just develop my pieces. See how black develops his. I like the variation queen b6 a4 castles queenside a5. Okay, that variation did not happen. Bishop d6 and knight d6. They both look nice. Yes, knight d6. Okay. Hitting a6. Bishop e5. g5 is potentially a threat. Okay, so I can win back the pawn with bishop a6. Or what? Oh, what can I do? Castles. Rook d6 and bishop a6 is a threat. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. It's cool. It looks like a cooler move. Just looks like a cooler move. To take the rook and then hit bishop a6 as a threat. And bishop a6 or rook c6 is a whole. Okay, yeah. This I thought bishop e5 still threatening lots of things at the same time. Okay, but then bishop takes knight. See, that works. Game over. The same piece I lost in the last game, I just made back here. My friend Mataleo from Canada is going down. He's got a pawn for a piece. Yes. Okay, well, let's see if we can get another game in here. Yeah, so what's happening here is interesting. I guess, I mean, here, this is an old game. Okay, bishop d7, there are other moves, I suppose, but queen d2, I'm just developing. Oh, okay, Eric Lebron from Germany. My old friend Eric. Okay, what am I going to play against you? I'm going to play the King's Indian, I think. That's what I'm going to play. Yeah. We used to play so much Blitz in the days of old. I remember playing Eric in Argentina after the World Student Championship in Buenos Aires, actually. And we just played Blitz in the cafe there. It was really nice. I used to do quite well on Blitz against Eric, but times have changed. And let's see how and by how much. When bishop takes knight, pawn, queen f6, we'll hit a couple of pieces at the same time. There we go. White needs to be careful, lest he loses some material. Double attack. Ooh, that's a goodie. Okay. Now, though, hold on. This is not so simple. Queen h4. Queen h4, forcing g3. Is that good or not? Should I just go back with my queen? Let me just go back. Wait, queen h4, huh? Should I play queen h4 or not? Come on. Helpers. All right, I'm going to go queen d8. Just intuitively, it looks like the best move. Okay, Now the knight is coming. That's why I did not play queen h4, by the way. So I can get my knight going to f4. Otherwise, I could not get it going to f4. All right, but that's good stuff, right? I can grab that bishop, which is nice, before it leaves for f1. All right, let's grab that bishop. Okay, now what? Knight c4, I guess, right? Try and get with the second bishop. What can be better than one extra bishop against a knight? Two of those guys. I remember Wesley Saw commenting on the game, Magnus Carlsen game, that he actually won at the end when he was referring to a line that Magnus should have played and getting black 2 sets of double pawns, and said, what could be worse than one set of double pawns? 2 sets of double pawns. Magnus didn't go for it, but one double pawn set was sufficient to eventually win, even though that set eventually undoubled. Anyway, now we're up for the tiebreaker, which will be really cool to watch. Amazing to watch on Wednesday. Those that had tickets for this round and only came to watch 30 minutes, I want to say 30 seconds, but it was actually minutes of chess, get a free ticket to the tiebreaker. That's a nice deal, I think. Okay, the knight is attacked, and I can take it, but so many other things. Knight takes bishop, knight takes knight, and then rook takes knight. There's an in-between on f7, which I do not like. b5, though, then knight takes c6. What should I do? That's a strong bishop. Okay, I'm going to take it and play rook e7 or rook e7 or rook e7 probably, right? Defending the b pawn just in case and kind of staying around. But that was a stupid move, actually. Yes, because of that. Because of that, oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, rook f8 was 1,000 times better. Now I'm dead. Okay, obviously disoriented today. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, this is hopeless. Oh. Not a very good game by me. Especially considering I was doing quite well in this opening, actually. Oh, no other choice. Even though this is not a very good choice. Maybe like 75 points down on some ending. I'll have a white that is actually thinking to take or not to take. Yeah, this is not good at all. Real men resign in these positions and never win, never get to win. I play on because I believe in myself, no matter what. Oh my god, this is so disgusting. Come on, Eric. Think for like 2 minutes. Then with 2 seconds left, I'll have some chances. I usually do well against Eric LeBron, but this was a bad blunder. Rook F8, I think, would have given me a good position. Willing to bet on that, but there we go. My only counterplay is that the knight is hanging on d4, and of course white can just remain up a pawn or two, but it's nice he's thinking, actually. That's kind of nice. And rook e7 looks nice. Can't even imagine what I'm going to do on that. Maybe queen g8. Takes knight, bishop, bishop takes knight. I don't know. This is so horrible. Well, 54 seconds. That's my only hope. Threatening checkmate. I understand. Queen takes pawn, actually. Hold on. Checkmate back to you, my friend. Okay, now rook f8. Still around. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to play this position. How does that work? Fine. And now? It's incredible. What did Eric do? Self-destruction, I think. Okay, okay, well, all right. Let's get in there. There are pieces. And white resigned. Discussed it with himself, I guess, or something. That was unbelievable. Guys, did you see what happened there? I can't believe that happened. Eric, my God. Maybe he found out I was on the show and didn't want me to lose and lose faith. Face and faith. But that is something incredible. So here, knight f4 I think was good. Then, okay, maybe taking was not so hot. But what should I have done? Should I have just kept my knight around here, maybe? I took, okay, knight c4. I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do. And here I couldn't find the right move. Maybe I should have just taken the knight and just returned my bishop back to g7. Was additionally this idea. Rook takes and knight d2. I don't know if that's so hot. Maybe white can even sack the queen with rook e1 to come here. And that would have been pretty annoying. So I played, okay, I don't think I played such a, I thought knight, rook f8 now, just play rook f8. But, okay, I didn't like just the rook standing around here. That's why I played rook e7, but of course that was just hopeless, as you all saw. Okay, let's say I play queen g5 and the rook is coming here, huh? And then if I trade queens, yeah, this is actually not a good position. So come to think of it, as it turns out, this was not good, taking that bishop. Maybe when I was thinking of hitting that knight, I was a bit worried of queen b3 check and some knight coming here, but the knight can't come here. Obviously, there's a queen guarding it. So the knight goes back then I can bring, oh, wait a second. Can I go with this idea, queen g5 check? Queen takes knight, maybe I can do this. So some tactics would be working okay here, maybe. f5, that's an idea, huh? Kick that really strong knight away. Otherwise, maybe knight e6 just to get rid of, especially this bishop. It really needed some space to counter. I mean, 96 looks like a more human move. Probably the move I would have played in a tournament game. And my queen can try it coming out there next move, or even here. I mean, the queen has space. The knight is still looking to go to c4 at times, and the bishop to d5. I think that was definitely the way to play it. Knight f4. Yeah, this was just bad. And then what happened later, my friends, this cannot be even explained by any stretch of imagination. I mean, rook takes bishop, bishop takes d4, queen f4 hits the bishop, hits the mate mechanism somewhere around here, like a bishop c5. This is, checkmate, obviously. So I don't understand what happened here, because that was just queen f4 was a bit strange, because all of a sudden, hop, and I'm out. And okay, this looks still very bad, but at least and now I decided to hit the knight, and of course now knight f7 check, so that on king g8 you can just take the bishop, and if takes queen e6 and game over. Also good enough. But so knight f7 I would have to just take, but again, queen d4, rook f8, and I'm parting with my queen. So that didn't need to happen at all. Now white has to be very careful to get counterplay. And now, of course, the knight's hanging. Maybe he thought the bishop is gone and then he's winning, but it's not so simple. And now I come in with the queen to d5, and actually the position is objectively losing for white, because my queen's coming to d5, hitting the knight and actually protecting against everything. So Eric resigned. Sorry about that, Eric. Didn't really mean it that way, but it happens sometimes. Okay, not my best day, especially considering how I won some of these games, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. All right, guys, and thanks for watching. This was Grandmaster Max Dlugy with Take It to the Max show. Wednesday, don't miss it. The tiebreaker of the World Championship match. Be there or be square. Take care, everybody.